The time has come for revolution, for those to unite and make history.
Most disappointing. For all the great surprises and splendid moments the year in gaming has to offer, there's always inevitable disappointment. Hype, expectations, and promises are dangerous factors in your overall reception to a particular game. Was the hype raised by promises that weren't delivered? Does the legacy of a franchise set up for disappointment with a lackluster sequel? This category isn't about bad games, it's about the heights from which they fell. We expected great things from our nominees and took all of these factors into consideration before crowning the loser.
The challenge is everything.
And the nominees are: after the disastrous Alien Colonial Marines, it seemed that fans of the legendary film franchise would never get the game they truly deserve. To make matters worse, we had a second chance with Alien Isolation, which starts on the right track, only to be bogged down by inconsistent pacing. While Destiny is the highest scored game on our list, it's impossible to say the end result isn't a massive disappointment. The scope never amounts to what Bungie originally promised, and repetitive endgame quest design makes Destiny a chore instead of the revolutionary experience we all thought it would be. Despite Eidos Montreal's recent revitalization of Deus Ex, Thief returns from retirement for the first time in 10 years to a dreary comeback. Stealing is never satisfying, and Garrett is as stiff and wooden as the uninspired levels he has to surpass. Super Smash Bros. For 3DS on the go sounds like a match made in heaven. Unfortunately, lag during multiplayer matches hinders the fun, and a forgettable single-player mode renders this version nearly obsolete against its Wii U brother. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 had the potential to outclass its predecessor, but ultimately falls short thanks to a forgettable narrative that never makes being Dracula feel fun or empowering. And the winner is...
I am the Prince of Darkness! I am, and will be, forever a thorn in his side!
All the nominees are huge disappointments, but we want nothing more than a definitive Castlevania game. It's been far too long since this legendary franchise lived up to its namesake, and we wonder if it'll ever recapture the glory days of its 2D counterparts. Awful stealth sections and tedious backtracking drag the proceedings to a crawl, and contrary to epic depictions of Dracula in trailers, playing as the big bad barely feels like an upgrade from his former humanity. A sequel should improve upon its predecessor, and Lords of Shadow 2 falls flat, especially in its modern industrial environments and the anticlimactic ending. Hopefully the next reboot breathes new life into this undead franchise.